Hello FlossTube Stitchers. Shelly here at Just Stitching Inc. in Northeast Ohio, and it's Sunday, so you know what that means. Yep, it's raining. It's pouring. I didn't even put hairspray in my hair today because I thought that would make it worse if I got caught in a downpour. So, I don't know. I don't know what to say. It seems to always rain on Sundays. I don't even know where to begin today. August was a lot. August was challenging. I'm so glad August is over. Just a lot of things went on that I don't think I even talked about. So I hardly got any stitching done, but I'm going to start with the positive on what I did manage to accomplish. So I had been working on Freedom from the Early American series by Diane Williams at Little House Needleworks. And remember, I was having problems because my green was much darker than that. And so when I went to put it up here, it wasn't distinguished enough from the stem. And I had been talking about possibly using one strand of an overdyed and one strand of a solid color DMC to get the look I wanted. Shelly, just go look on the wall. You own a store after all. Go look on the wall and see what the current dye lot looks like. And the current dye lot was lighter, so I was able to use the exact same color, but it shows up a little bit lighter in that area, and I'm very happy with it. So what I did since last time, I believe, was really just the leaves, the parts of the flag that I got done, and the word freedom. But I'm happy with that. That was, I think, one night's worth of stitching. And then, because as we are wont to do, I started an unintended new project, but it was one of the things that I had taken with me on the trip for my niece's wedding. And as you know, I didn't stitch anything, but it's always a good idea to have something with you just in case. So I had taken the kit for Bent Creek's Autumn. This is what they call their zipper kit. Comes in a zippered pouch. And when I went to start it, I don't know, a couple weeks after the wedding, I realized that this one was done all in floss. And a lot of their zipper kits are done with number 5 pearl cotton on the 18 count raw linen. And I don't know why, but I was a little bit disappointed, and I thought, gosh, I think I want to do this in pearl cotton. So I'm kind of glad I didn't start it on the trip because of course I had no pearl cotton with me. So I decided also, this looks nice and bright, but the colors in person are duller than that. And I thought I wanted it to be a little bit brighter. I also wanted the pumpkin to be overdyed because, you know, I can. And I looked for A Week's Dye Works because I carry that line in number 5. And I didn't see the color that I wanted, that I had in stock, and so I looked at Classic Colorworks, which is it's a little dicey making a decision there because they no longer make that. So they still did list colors on Hoffman's website, and I thought, well, if one skein's not enough, I'll get another skein. Well, what if the dye lot's not the same? I mean, it's probably the older dye lot since they don't make it anymore, but what if it wasn't? And I stitched like the whole pumpkin and just had the bottom to finish, and I didn't have enough. So I picked 2 colors that were really close to each other. You're not going to be able to tell because I used almost all of one of them. So Chili Pepper and Just Rust were close. Chili Pepper has one section of the orange that's just a teensy bit brighter, and Just Rust had a slightly darker brown running through it. So I thought I would just throw in the Just Rust every once in a while to still make it look variegated, but allow me to use the chili pepper without having to wait for another skein. Does that make sense? So this, I got the whole pumpkin done. And yeah, you know, I can tell where the strands of brown are, but I think overall when the whole piece is finished, I'm hoping that it kind of, like that part kind of just looks like, you know, a rib of the pumpkin that's standing out a little bit more. So I think when it's all done, I'll be satisfied. I did still order the chili pepper just in case, and if I had to, I could take it out and add the chili pepper if I didn't like it, but seriously, why am I being that fussy? So anyway, I started with these squares, and I did change the color from 3033 to 712 because like I said, I wanted it to be a little bit brighter. And then the brown was supposed to be 3021, and I changed it to 838 because it was a little bit brighter and not as gray as the 321. The Lancaster red might be the only color that I kept the same. And I decided that I wanted there to be a little bit of texture in the piece. So I'm doing the leaves in the picture in 4-ply floss instead of the pearl cotton. So that's what I got done so far. I think this was 3 nights of stitching. So seriously, 4 nights of stitching since the last time I did, not live, but an in-person video. That's pretty sad, but oh well. And then when I'm done with this, when I've made all the final decisions, I will give you my changes in case you want to do the same thing or you just like the color palette. That's how much stitching I got done. Okay, and I'm not going to show any expo stuff because my video was pretty comprehensive on what I thought I'd be ordering. I went back and checked, and anything that I ordered that was not in the video hasn't actually come yet, so it's okay. So if you want to see expo stuff, go back and look at that video. The one thing that did come that we always have to talk about is the Christmas issue. I didn't even get a chance to look at it yet. I love reading the stories and seeing the recipes in the back, and I love looking at the ornaments. And I thought, okay, I need to like think of something real quick to say about this because I haven't looked at it yet. And when I look at the front cover, my eye went immediately to this reindeer. You know, I love reindeer. I have a reindeer tree. I have a reindeer display that I put on my dining room table, that sort of thing. So I went leafing through the magazine trying to find out who the designer was. And they have sections. I love, they divide up the designs into sections. And so I thought, oh, okay, well, it's probably going to be festive reindeer. Nope, not on that page. So I kept going, and there was another one called Holiday Critters. No, it's not on there either. Where the heck is it? I had to go all the way through to the end, and it was in a section called, oh, sorry, I should have marked it with a bookmark or something. I think the very, very, very last. It's under a section called Sweet Treats because that reindeer is supposed to look like a gingerbread cookie. And of course it does. And that's why I like it so much, because I also have some really fun gingerbread things that I don't always get out because some of my gingerbread decorations were made by a friend and they're kind of large and they work out better maybe in a different room than the kitchen. And I don't know, I don't always put out that whole display. So anyway, that is called Oh Dear Gingerbread Cookie, and it's by Ardith Design. So that would be my chosen ornament to stitch first out of this magazine. So I loved that. And then this is not technically an Expo purchase, but this company was at Expo. But I had pre-ordered the I think they actually called it their Halloween bundle. And this is by Atomic Ranch Fabrics, which I've only ordered from once before. I really do enjoy working with the owner. He has some very different ideas about how to keep shops satisfied and what to do about the fabric shortage. And so I like working with him. The first color is Bayou. There's 4 colors, and this time I chose to get them in, what did I get them in? 16 Ada and 28 Lugana, just to be different. So the first one's Bayou, and I found that Almost Auburn from Classic Colorworks was a really good representation of the colors in there. There's maybe a little bit more of a gray color that shows up in the Ada, but Almost Auburn really stood out to me when I went over to the fiber wall. And then the next one is Granny Smith, and I had a hard time with this one because it's a funky color, but Color Variations from DMC number 4070 is really good. And these colors are looking good on camera to me, so maybe this isn't such a bad place to film. I feel like I'm getting weird light on my body, and it almost looks better if I don't have good posture. But anyway, but it's showing the color pretty well. So that's called Granny Smith. And then the next one is Pumpkin King. And coincidentally, Chili Pepper, which I was just talking about, is the color that I chose. Let's see, let me show you a little bit more of the Ada. So Chili Pepper from Classic Colorworks was the one that I thought looked good with this. There we go. There's a better view of the Ada. And then the last color is Steel. And the Ada has a little bit more of maybe a bright tone to it. But what did I pick? Dublin Bay from Classic. So that's a really pretty color. So those came, and one of the companies that I hadn't shown in my video was My Big Toe, but I probably got the email not too long after that, because I think I ended up showing some of her product in my collages on social media. But anyway, I'll show you the charts. All in Love, and I believe all of these are $8. This is Gracious Words, and when I got here today, I realized that I had intended on popping by Hobby Lobby on my way home last night to pick up that frame, because that's where she got it, and it's the exact size you need if you work this on 36 count. And I worked too late, and I didn't get there before they closed. And I thought, shoot, I should have gone and come back and finished my work, because I knew I wanted to show that today. All right, this is called Strength and Dignity. This one is Which Came First? And the last one is No Greater Joy. And then she had some new accessories. Let's see, I think I'm going to try to show this to you all at once here, at least the needle minders. The new needle minders were reindeer. Can I get them all in the shot? This red one over here is the hardest one. There we go, the hardest one to tell what it is. But they're all so cute. I wouldn't know which one to pick. Although the one on the lime green is kind of speaking to me. And this one with the red background on the white deer, she just looks so pretty. He's got antlers. Oh, it looks like a she to me. Anyway, I thought those were really cute. Those are $8 each. And then, I believe I've had this one before, but I got more because it was popular. These are her thread rings. They're $13. This is the honeycomb. Ooh, what am I going to do with these? I don't know. I'm going to have a mess to clean up on Tuesday. This is a little bird design. I'm going to run through these kind of quickly. If you're interested in any of them, jot it down and I can take a photo of it for you. This is from her cat series. There's one. That is a cat in a tutu. And this is the other cat. And of course, I had to get dogs. It's like a little bulldog or something. And this is one of those fluffy white dogs. And look at that face. So cute. All right. Then this is a Halloween one. This is I forget what she calls it, but it's a spider. And then this one she called Bone Dance. This was new this year. And all of them are the same with the purple. And then she had a bunch of Christmas ones. Let's see. Oh, I don't know what this one says. Well, this one says something fun, but I can't see it right now. It turned itself around in the bin. All right, and this charm, all the charms seem to have gone backwards. The charm is a Christmas tree. And these are kind of retro colors. This is a snowman. This is a reindeer that says joy. That's a little village. That's a nice bright red and green. Then we have some for coffee. And they're all just a little bit different. This is a teacup. This is one in her blue series. It does say joy, but it's more of an everyday design than a holiday. And then this says find joy in your journey, and it's a beautiful floral. And then the last one is the Eiffel Tower. All right, so went through those. And what else? So Joy Sloan in Stitching with the Housewives fan group, I think, she had posted one day something that she found at Aldi's. And I'm like, whoop! And I commented, this is me driving to Aldi's in my pajamas looking for cutting boards. And yay, I didn't do it right that minute, but everyone laughed at my comment. But I didn't do it right that minute, but I did end up getting to one of our local Aldi's. Did I go to two? I think this was the second one I found it at. But anyway, it's a series of 4 little cutting boards, and they were like on sale for $250 or $229 or something like that. And they're 4x4 or 4x6 all the way up, and then this one is 4x8. So this is a 4x4 area to put your stitching on, and this is a 4x6 area. But you could also repaint them if you didn't care for the color, or you could grunge it up a little bit more, or, you know, if you fill it up and put a bow, you kind of end up covering most of the color anyway. So I bought everything, every color they had. So they also had like this peachy pinky color and 2 shades of blue. This is kind of a bluish gray, which would work for a lot of things. And this definitely spoke to me for patriotic, kind of a nice denim So anyway, I was really excited about that. And I meant to take a picture of them and post it back in the group. But that was, the post was August 15th. So I don't know, I'm teasing you, aren't I? I hate to tease people if they're not available, but what the heck, I'm teasing you right now. That was like 2 weeks ago. So I don't know if you would still find them or if they would be on their website. But anyway, I was excited about that. I want to finish stuff so bad. You know why? Because I have 0 time. So that, of course, is what I want to do because I have no time. Okay, we got some new models in the shop, but let me circle back and just give you a little hint at what's going on. So the last video I did, this decision was not final, but on August 4th, I took a tour of a senior living facility that had a memory care that was recommended. That's 2 miles from my house that we had never looked at 3 years ago because my dad at the time was still driving and he wanted to stay in his general area. This is only 15 minutes away, but still, it's in a different county where I live and we hadn't looked that far. But it was made aware to us. Does that sound right? I'm so tired. I can't even think straight. We were made aware of this situation a couple weeks before that my mom had started wandering. And my dad says wandering in his texts. It sounds like that's what I said too. Wandering. And there were some issues. And of course, that's a deal breaker in a senior apartment because it's not a locked facility like memory care would be. So we had to get on the ball and find someplace. Now, she could have stayed there for memory care. We had never looked at it, but we had toured the facility obviously a couple years before. We had chosen that facility for 100 very good reasons. And my dad was unhappy with the food from day one. And as he tells my brother, what else do I have to look forward to? So if he wasn't happy with the food, it doesn't matter what all the good reasons were why this was, a good choice for them. So he wanted to move. And I said, then you got to get on the ball and we got to start looking at places because I don't want to move her twice. It would just be too confusing. So I got a tour at this facility on August 4th and she moved there on August 11th, exactly 7 days later. And let me tell you, it is exactly where she needs to be. It's just exactly. She is thriving there. It's just amazing. And then my dad moved there on the 31st. So lots of drama, lots of issues that came up, just trying to find movers when you need them and trying to save my dad some money by doing a lot of the packing and moving ourselves. And it was just, August was a lot. So anyway, I'll put some pictures at the end and I'll tell you more next time. Okay, so what else did I want to talk about? I did all that. You know what, I think I'm gonna, because it's already at 24 minutes, I think I'm gonna save the new models for next time. And I wanted to tell you, I was gonna read some comments about what you guys did this summer, but I'm not going to. Go back and read. Go back and read the comments yourself. People did some really fun stuff. This one, I just giggled as I was reading it. This is from Bonnie Scheffer. And she says, believe it or not, the most interesting thing that I've done this summer is get a new hip. I can hardly wait to see what mischief I will get into this winter. Maybe there will be a girls' trip and we might come see you. You never know. I don't know what state she lives in, but that would be awesome, Bonnie. And I have to throw in here that we had a brand new customer that was traveling. Honestly, I can't remember why she was in this area. I know she told me we had a nice conversation, but her name is Carol. She's from Maryland. I was born in Maryland, so I always remember people from Maryland. And she was walking around and I was doing some other things and there were other customers and I heard a little squeal. And I thought, oh, she found something good. And sure enough, she found a piece of 40 count Picture This Plus linen in exactly the color that she had been searching for. And she was thrilled. So shout out to Carol. So Bonnie, yes, you need to do a road trip. And if anybody is close enough to do this, oh, I'm sorry, Bonnie, you were also the winner This was the random number generator's choice for the Bent Creek charts, Hope, and the Best Day Summer. So I already commented on her comment, so she knows about that. But if you're close enough to come, we're always part of this. It used to be called North Coast Tour de Stitch, but we had to change it for various reasons because we've moved beyond the north coast of Ohio. But this is October 7th through the 15th, and there's 9 shops, I think. If you're on my newsletter, you would have gotten some information several months in a row about that. So look this up. We do have a Facebook page, but unfortunately I can't update it. I think because it's been dormant for a couple of years, and I am what am I? I'm an editor, I'm an executive, I don't know what I'm something, but I'm not the person who set it up. So I can comment and I can put posts, but I can't change any of the information or the picture. So we may have to start a brand new Facebook page for that, but there is still that one there. And it's probably not up to date at all unless somebody else did a post. So just check out one of my previous newsletters and you'll find all the information, all the shops that are participating and the hours and what that's all about. So I wanted to mention that when we were talking about traveling. And the other thing, I realized that I had never chosen a winner for the $25 gift certificate for sending in your submissions for the Christmas video. And I remember in a previous video that I had said, did I give away last year's winner? This is the 3rd time I've done this. Well, yes, I went back and checked and I had given away merchandise because I didn't remember giving away a gift certificate. And I thought maybe I forgot to pick the winner, but I did. It was merchandise. Anyway, so April Roberts is going to get a $25 gift certificate for the shop. The more pictures you submitted, obviously, the more chances you had. So she was at an advantage because she was one of the people that submitted a lot of really nice pictures for the video. So anyway, that's that. I wanted to make sure she knew that. And then the giveaway for this time is Stitching with the Housewives, Let's Go Ride a Bike, which is one of their new series. And I wasn't sure. I know a lot of people order directly from them. I know a lot of people order from Fat Quarter Shop. And I'm not getting a lot of people that are doing the monthlies. So I decided I only wanted, I wanted a lesser quantity of the bike series. And they keep forgetting and they keep sending me 6. So they adjusted my invoice this last time because they had already sent it. Before they read my email, they had already sent the order, even though I hadn't paid for it yet. They send an invoice, but I think they're so trusting, they just send all the packages while they're still waiting for payment. Anyway, she said I could keep these, and I have a little bit of a problem with keeping merchandise I didn't pay for, so I always make sure they're giveaways. So anyway, there's going to be 3 of these. Just tell me, so this is, it says Trick or Treat. The name of it's actually Haunted Trail, but it says Trick or Treat. And even if you don't want to do it as the bike series, you know, it's just a cute Halloween design. And also, look at all the fun things you could take out of it to make little ornaments or other little smalls. So because it says Trick or Treat, tell me what your favorite treat is as your comment, and then I'll pick from those comments on who's going to get that, and we'll do 3 this time. I think I got through most of what I wanted to say, so I'll save the models because actually they're all kind of holiday models anyway, so they can wait till next time. And I'll add a few pictures at the end of my mom in her new facility. And yeah, I think that's it. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.